It isn't uncommon for media to gain popularity among strange demographics, especially on the internet. We've all heard of My Little Pony with its fan base of male neckbeards. And there's also things like Jeff the Killer and Laughing Jack, absolutely brutal and violent stories that have just attracted a fan base of 13-year-old weeaboo girls. And there's Yuri on Ice. Just Yuri on Ice. Because it fucking sucks. But where's the line? There are some things in this world that a developed human brain should not be able to find stimulating. I'm not gonna hide it. You read the title. You know it's fucking Thomas the Tank Engine. Yes, Thomas the Tank Engine has a fandom. And from what I can tell, it's not even a new thing. I remember a long time ago seeing this clip from an old Nostalgia Critic video. Watch this.
Okay, look, I made it very clear that I never saw this show. I was only reviewing the movie based on the fact that a lot of people want me to review it. And for the most part, people liked it. But to all those people saying I need to see the show before I judge the movie, I'm here to make jokes. Calm the fuck down.
As far back as 2012, people were giving Doug Walker shit for not watching Thomas the Tank Engine before watching the movie. I mean, that's the kind of a reaction I'd expect from a fan of Evangelion, not Thomas the goddamn piece of shit Tank Engine. Enough beating around the bush. You're here to look at some shit. But where do we find it? Well, take a wild fucking guess. Yes, we are diving into the depths of Deviantart in this episode. As we will with many others, because let's be honest, this site is fucking stupid, okay? Anyways, let's get into it. I expect nothing but the most high-quality content from this fandom. I think the best way to do this is starting off by examining one person in particular and using that as a bit of a case study for the group. We'll look at a multitude of people, but for now, let's just take a look at a user by the name of Slick Doodle Guy. If you look through Slick Doodle Guy's page, you'll see he's a man of many interests and has a range of opinions on many different important subjects. I'm neutral on Henry's post-Season 8 persona. Now that is important information and needed to be shared with the world, everyone. I hate Donald Trump. Donald Trump, you better watch your back. Slick Doodle Guy's coming for you. Your days in office are numbered. Guys, get ready to shit your pants. Slick Doodle Guy is against child porn. It's an extreme position to take, but I admire his guts. So you're probably wondering, hey Digby, why are we looking at this guy in particular? What's the big deal with him? Well, you useless plebeian, do you not know that this man is the creator of Thomas and Friends: The New Adventures? A series well known for its inability to properly center text on an image. I don't know if anybody actually watches my fan series on YouTube, but if anyone does and likes it, then you can add this stamp to your profile page. Yes, you heard that right. He made a Thomas the Tank Engine fan series for YouTube. Wanna come with me and check it out? I'm sure you do. Let's go ahead and take a look.
The island of Sodor is full of many beautiful places and engines. Thomas the Tank Engine is a famous engine because he is a really useful engine.
I really should be doing other things right now. I shouldn't be wasting my time sitting here doing what I'm doing. I should probably just, take a quick break and leave, because this is not a good use of my time.
I'll have to push you off the line, COLBY.
Okay.
But no matter how hard Thomas tried, COLBY couldn't move.
What the fuck is going on?
Then Thomas had an idea. I can bring Jack to push you onto your line, said Thomas. Colby thought it was a good idea. So Jack did. I'll have with a lot of effort you off the line, Colby.
I really don't want to keep watching. This is just some fucked up shit that we're looking at right here. I don't want to watch the rest of this. Now, to be fair to him, this video is from quite a while ago. Maybe like 2.5 years ago, so let's just take a look at maybe some of his newer videos. This one's pretty recent, and holy shit, it has some very impressive views. It must be like his best work. Let's take a look.
Who goes there? Meaning, who are you?
I was wrong to have hope. Can we just, like, take a look at what this thing is? So, it's a Thomas the Tank Engine character made out of Legos with a post-it note on it that's drawn on to look like a face. 294,000 views. Curiously enough, it has less than 400 upvotes, which is just disproportional to the amount of views it has. A video with 294,000 views is gonna have, like, 10,000 upvotes. Sort of makes me wonder where all these views came from. With that being said, I think that's enough of Slick Doodle Guy for now. How about we segue into some fan fiction? Thomas in College, Chapter 1. Thomas had to admit that today's lesson had been much better than they usually were. Not nearly as boring as usual. At least they had watched a DVD. It was a half day that day. You know, in college, those college half days. That day, so Thomas rushed over to where his friends were standing in the top playground. You know, those playgrounds that colleges are known to have. "Hey guys," he said as he got there. "Hey," said his friends. "New Hornby range is out soon." Don't know what the fuck that is, said Edward. "I know. I saw a preview on the internet," said Thomas. "Their new range of A4s looks amazing. What is your obsession with trains?" Oh, it's a train, asked Daisy exasperatedly. "Daisy, my dear, you ask this question nearly every day, and every day we tell you it's the same reasons you like music or clothing," said Thomas calmly. Doesn't really answer a question. You don't wear trains or listen to them. Or whatever. That was a bit of a nice little snippet of that nice Thomas the Tank Engine humanoid anthropomorphic train fan fiction. This is the first part of my Thomas the Tank Engine stories when they are all students at college. It's basically them at a railway-based college dealing with real-life problems, like Thomas's autism, Molly's weight problem, Henry's medical issues, to name a few. Thomas's autism. That's great. Oh man, and this was back in 2007. I wonder what this guy is up to now. "My son was born 2 weeks ago. Oh no. Oh no." Here's this character, Blake the Southern Berkshire. After seeing everyone's trainsona, I decided to give a shot at it. Yep, trainsona. Please tell me those aren't a thing. Please tell me those aren't a thing. They're a fucking thing. Why are they all drawn in the same style? Like, why do they all look like they're done by the same person? What the fuck is this one? You know, I gotta say, it was a good call erasing this number here and drawing it like a centimeter lower. You saved the whole image. Like, it would have just looked like shit if you had kept it that way. But, now it looks great. Oh man, this lady train right here, man, she is fucking hot. She's got some nice axles, and I would grease her gears like no tomorrow. I would steam whistle. That's a train thing, right? Description: Kira, great name for a train by the way, is a 12-wheeler mixed traffic steam locomotive that once worked for the Nisqually and Pacific Railroad in Washington State. After the NMP closed down, she ran away to Sodor and joined the Northwestern Railroad. However, she possesses the power to control snow, very much like Elsa from the Disney movie Frozen. What, you don't get it? It's a talking train that can shoot snow out of her vagina. She didn't say she couldn't do that, you know? I'm just assuming. That's just my headcanon. She is kind, caring, gentle, graceful, friendly, outgoing, reliable, punctual, so much to her personality. She has friends with almost every steam engine on the NWR. She has a close friendship with Timothy, Rosie, Hank, Sam, Bash, Dash, Ferdinand, and Porter as they remind her of back home in the States. She sees Rosie as a little sister figure and Timothy as a little brother sort of friend. Kira doesn't mind working with trucks or coaches, but hates to be late and picked on by others. She has a little bit of temper that what most engines say is worse than Oliver's. Oh, god damn, it's worse than Oliver's. But nonetheless, she is able to find a good friend in her friends and new engines. I sure hope she's able to find a friend in her friends. Just like any steam engine, Kira dreads the scrapyard but has learned to move on, but is sadly reminded of her friends that were scrapped. What is this, the fucking Holocaust? But she is reminded that they're always with her in her memories and heart. Another thing is that she only trusts the good diesels and hates the bad ones, as a reminder of the ones that sent her friends to the scrapyard. Is this some sort of fucking racist Elsa magical ice wizard train woman? And in the Holocaust? And are diesels the Nazis? Or are they just like an underprivileged class that the regular trains just hate? Now I know what you're all thinking after hearing all that. It's how can I get in on this? I wanna interact with these characters. I wish there was some way that I could maybe pose a question to these fan characters for Thomas the Tank Engine. Well, you're in luck, my friend. A user by the name of 736 Berkshire has created a lovely series called Ask Blake. Blake being a green train character that he has created for the series. Let's take a look at some of the amazing questions and enthralling answers that were given. Marvel or DC? Even though I'm not a fan of either franchise, I'm more towards Marvel. You know, that was a really important question that required the use of a full Deviantart submission to answer. Not exactly what I would ask. I would ask, how come you're watching a show meant for infants? How come if I go on your channel, I see a video of a dub of a My Little Pony fetish comic? But don't be misled. The Thomas the Tank Engine fandom isn't all sunshine and rainbows. There is a healthy amount of drama in this community because, wouldn't you know it, a fandom based around people watching Thomas the Tank Engine might end up having a few bad apples. Anti-Steam the Boxcar stamp. Hey, you know what? If this is Steam the Boxcar, then I don't like him either. Since 4501 Green Mikado hates Sean Drake, so I made a stamp. If you hate Sean Drake's, feel free to put it on your profile. You're probably wondering who Sean Drake's is. Well, Yellow-1998 helpfully explains for us. Sean Drake's is the stupid idiot who hates 4501 Green Mikado's OCs. That sick bastard. We need to do away with people like this absolute monster, this Steam the Box Tank who dares hate these train characters that 4501 Green Mikado makes. I say put him on the top of the FBI's most wanted list. But to be honest, with Yellow Dash 1998 spitting fire roasts at him like stupid idiot, I don't think we gotta worry about him. Roasts like that will keep a fucking nuclear war at bay. But this is nothing compared to the shitstorm that was the Thomas Wood controversy. If you're a normal human being who has no fucking idea what Thomas Wood is, it is basically all the Thomas the Tank Engine toys redone fully in wood. How the fuck is this controversial in any way? Well,
let's find out.
For over 20 years, the Thomas Wooden Railway has taken on many different shapes and forms. But now, coming soon this 2018, Thomas and his friends will take on the ultimate wooden form.
Oh man, I cannot wait to see what our new forms will look like. I know, I bet we'll look better than ever.
But whatever we look like, I hope they'll get James to shut up about his paintwork.
I'm not sure about that, but hopefully no matter what, we'll always stay really useful. Yeah. Oh my, it's starting! Oh my god, it can't be! Huh? Oh, guys, how do I look?
Oh dear. It really can't be.
Guys, what's the matter? Thomas, I hate to tell you this, but take a look at yourself.
that grown man's video of the toys sitting on his bedroom carpet while he voices over them explains it much better than I ever could. Basically, the toys look ugly because they're made of wood now. For most people, this might be a good excuse to say, hey, maybe I've wasted too much of my life watching a show that wouldn't entertain a child with Down syndrome. But others, they seek other paths. Slick Doodle Guy returns, given his long-awaited opinion on this heart-pounding controversy. You know, even if the FSC want to keep forests safe, then maybe TWR should have ended as a whole. Besides, even though I still collect TWR from time to time, at least I'm not joining the bandwagon of trying to throw Thomas Wood items on the floor in the middle of the store. I did not make this up. This is coming from someone within their community. People are going into stores, taking the toys for the show they watch that they don't like, and just throwing it on the ground. The best part about that is the mental image that it brings along with it. Just think about it. Just set the tone. It's like a guy with a nice stubble beard, probably early 20s, wearing like a Sesame Street onesie with cum stains from when he jacked off to the fucking girl train earlier that day, with his mom, bags under her eyes, maybe bruises on her, fucking hasn't gotten any sleep in the last 2 days because her son is just making ape noises as he watches his fucking Thomas the Tank Engine. And he goes to the toy aisle. He sees some kids looking at the Thomas section. And he sees in one of the kids' hands, he's got a Thomas Wood toy. And he hits his boiling point. And his mom begs him to just walk away. But he came here with a goal. He wanted to protest the injustice that is Thomas Wood. He pushes the 4-year-old child over and grabs the toy out of his hand. And with all the energy of a chimpanzee in heat, he slams it on the ground and is then forcefully escorted out of the premises by an employee who's had to deal with this one too many times. It's beautiful. It's simply beautiful. I'm not going to go any further because you can't possibly escalate from there. There's nowhere to go from people, grown adults, throwing children's toys on the ground because they don't think they look nice, even though they have, like, a huge collection of all the exact same toys. A lot of people want me to do the object show community after I mentioned it in the Go Animate video, like, a few months back. And, that's probably coming maybe next, maybe not next. Who knows? We'll have to decide. Until then, see ya.
And all the people ran afraid of the revenue he could make. Marking itchy Tumblr animation. Ooh, nobody could beat a goat's dedication.
Can't wait for all the comments saying that I'm not allowed to call other subcultures weird because I'm a furry. That's great. I can't wait for those.
What's up, you guys? Toxic Cat 2 Super here, and we're gonna be playing Uganda Knuckles Temple Run.